Alright, this is a attempt at a transformation video for Masterpiece Sideswipe. Going from car to robot mode. Comes packaged in vehicle mode. Real quick before I get started, the alternate tail configuration has these popping up and closing over, so you get that kind of look as opposed to the more realistic look. You have to do this eventually, so I'm just going to do it right now. For the final version of robot mode. There it is. So that's the way it looks. Alright. The first thing you want to do is open these doors up and open up the sides. And then you're going to, if this is in the intake mode, you're going to change it to this mode. And this back part just kind of wiggles out. Comes free like that. The front here, you want to split these off. I'm having problems getting a hold of it. There you go, like that. Alright, now you want to split the windshield from the roof a bit. Give yourself some room to work. The legs need to come all the way down. Straighten that. And make sure that these are out of the way so you can bring them down a little bit more. These are going to be his hip skirts in robot mode. So now you're going to free that up. The windshield is, this part comes up. This part comes out. The windshield rotates around to the back. Alright. So right. This piece was in the way. It's going to lock everything in at the end, the back, so you don't have a floppy backpack like the original MP Hot Rod. Alright, so that's going to go up against his back, like so, and the hood goes to the back, like that. That's where it's going to rest on his butt. There's no reason that the hood needed to be like that. They could have had it come down and around his foot like that. But that's how they chose to do it. Next, you want to open up the foot like that, and you're going to mess with the heel. So there's the heel spur right there. Comes down and around, and this is just going to fold out. It's kind of on a double hinge, so it's going to fold out and come back on itself. like that. So then you want to rotate it, bring it in, and there's the foot. I'll do the other one off camera. Alright, so there's the feet all done. I rotated around his hip skirt. So that's done. So the next part is going to be the doors. So the doors, they come all the way out. This hinge right here slides up to give you room to move it around. And then you can kind of bring it out a little bit. And close that in. Bring it down. Get on the inside of this panel here. And bring it flat against the leg. This panel will come down and we'll actually lock it in on that tab there. So, bring that down, bring this in, and there you go. That's the leg, all done. Oh, yeah, you have this part, comes down, and folds in, like that. There you go. There's a leg. So these hip skirts you just rotate around like that. Is that paint scratch? No, I think that's just a screw. Yeah, it's just a screw. Alright, I'll do the other one off camera. Alright, so there's his legs done. See, you still have the upper body to go. So let's see. Well, this part is going to rotate around. Oh, that part comes down like that. And let's see, I think the next part what we want to do is we'll do the arms. Actually, I guess the backpack comes down. Yeah, so this is going to come away from the back. And this ends up being the back part that you see. So that comes away. Now we can do his arms. The arms, this whole armature just rotates down and goes into his body. And it's really cool if you look at this. His shoulder pads here only go in a certain way. There's plenty of room for him to clear, and it's because of the way they're rotated. You rotate these to face forward like that, but they only go in if you rotate them like that. So that's just kind of an interesting way that they design that. Alright, let's do the head reveal. So the head comes up with that, brings them up. The chest parts will all fold together and they'll peg in on these two pegs. There's little peg holes there. And that one will peg in, but I've had problems getting that one to peg in, so I just leave that one unpegged. And so you put all these down, and I think they're in. Let me take a look. Nope, I missed it. There, right there. Let me see here. Okay, I missed a step here. These are actually supposed to pop up. That's why they didn't go in. So now they have the peg holes to peg onto. Alright, let me do that. Alright, now I'm going to do the arms. So they come untabbed here. Once you do them, get them open, you're going to bring the hands out, and pull out the arm, unhinge it like that, and it should all collapse together. Watch out for the paint on here. It's a very small spot that it's going into. And the last thing you want to do is push this in. That's something that you need to remember when you're going into vehicle mode. You need to pull this out so that it can actually fold in on itself. And let me do the other arm. The last thing is the hands. The thumb moves back and forth, so you want to actually pose that a little bit better. So when you go into vehicle mode, they all have to ball up together, but you open up the hand like that. Next is the backpack. Let's see. So the instructions tell you to do it later, but I like to get this out of the way and rotate it around. And you're just going to mainly collapse all of this together at this hinge here. Let's see. You need to do some preparation work first. All of this has to go in. So this part goes in, and this rotates in on both sides. Alright, and then it should go in. Not quite. Make sure that these are flat. Let me take a look at that. Okay, so the problem is these need to go up like that, and then it'll have room to collapse down. And these I'm a little worried about. You have to spin them and bring them down at the same time. So I'm not thrilled about those. Well, that didn't seem to go in too bad. Now, you want to split the spoiler. So you split it forward, turn each part back, and now we're going to bring them all back, but the windshield has to slide in behind the spoiler. I don't know if I can do that on camera. Oh, there it goes. And this is going to hook the backpack. Like so. Let me just make sure he's all cleaned up and I'll take a look. Yeah. There he is. So I'll do a video on the robot mode.